Hello everyone, and welcome back to the next episode of Airport CEO, where currently we're in the process of rebuilding an airport for large planes. We've got 8 stands here, and they're all working well, except none of the planes can get fuel right now. There is a fuel depot, which is accessible, and yeah, doesn't want to have any fuel. So in this episode, we're going to try really get to a point where we can rebuild services, because at the moment we've only got refueling. We want baggage in, we want catering in, we want cleaning in, we want to get more stands as well, so we're really going to be expanding this airport setup. So I think part of the problem with why we can't get fuel is there's just so much congestion here. I mean, that is basically a fuel supply truck. So what we are going to do is down here we're just going to build our own world entrance tunnel entirely for service vehicles. So we're literally just gonna build it here. It's just gonna go straight into the service road, and that will mean it basically will be used to get service vehicles in. Then we'll delete this connection here, so that will be that. But we still have a lot of passengers here. At some point I'm just gonna have to send all these planes away. Let's just dismiss every aircraft. There's another kind of thing of like that fuel depot isn't even in a great place, so I'm going to have to work out how our airport is going to look going on. So if we've got a ramp down here and a ramp down there, what we could do is connect up these, and that's going to have to go to a -2. So if we go down to there, service down, let's say 3 spacing, so it goes down to there. So we're going to do a fair bit underground. We have to work out what space can be used for. Like I said, we are going to get some medium stands in around here. It's not the best location, is it, for a stand? I'm not going to build it there, actually. Can we just get rid of it? No, that's now being built. That's annoying. It'll be nice to, given we have got space before the taxiway would go across, like here. We could push it up, actually, yeah, but we can't now delete it until it gets built, because we're just going to build the next one next to it. If we just, go up a level, so they'll be boarding from this level, which means, I don't know, even at this rate, what space we've got. Or do we just leave it and instead work upwards? There is another question of we've got a couple of runways here. We're probably going to repeat the setup over there. Are we going to have them connect or not? Let's actually just scrap all of this, which we can't do. Can we really not get rid of this once we've started building it? Really? Oh yeah, are we still, I presume, not getting fuel? Oh no, we are. We're probably going to run out of fuel quite quickly here, though. Or maybe we've just got fuel trucks, but yeah. The hope is that now it is accessible from a world entrance tunnel, thank you. And we're not going to allow anything other than, I think, technically it's delivery trucks. Or is it? I don't know. And we're just going to delete this connection. There comes a fuel truck. And it is just waiting. What on earth is that vehicle doing? But yeah, if that thing gets delivered, right, we're going to immediately demolish this. Oh, what on earth is happening here? Can we really not demolish stuff? I know we can. That's weird. Right, so we are maybe getting fuel, but flights are going to be very delayed. Like, very delayed. So that is now going to resupply. Traffic jams here are not too bad, yeah. I don't really... It's one of the kind of weaknesses of this setup is that there are so many traffic jams. So what happens when you connect up a load of roads? Right, all the fuel trucks are going over to get more fuel. So you're going to be able to get those flights to pop. We actually want to think about where our services are. So, fuel depots we can put underground. So, there would be an advantage to actually connecting up these roads. So, if we put a tunnel down here and here, they come to then a connection here and a connection here to these roads. And we have a load of vehicle depots down the side. How much space? We don't have much space around here to put like stuff, but we are going to put a dedicated big fuel depot in here. And by that I mean we're going to put, or maybe two. If we went here, and for Jet A1 fuel, you can get 2 tanks there, 2 tanks there. Oh, there's a maximum. Right, let's just redo it. Because if there's a maximum number of fuel tanks, we don't try to optimise it like that. But if we did it like that, which might make the road go a bit weird. Yeah, actually, I think 'cause it's in one way out the other, we'll just do it like that. And then we could even. Will the copy paste mode work on this? No. But we can still build another one. Which will be plenty of fuel capacity moving for the next bit of expansion. So it goes here. It goes there. That spacing. So. And put that there, 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 there. We got loads of fuel capacity once these get built. So, the other things we need, we want baggage setup, that's a whole other thing. Waste and catering cannot be built below ground. What that means is that essentially we're going to need to put them above ground somewhere. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a step back from that and work on baggage, because that can be put, in fact it works best entirely underground. So, we have got a staff door there. So if we were to put a baggage bay, like, forget how big we should make the building. Let's see. So if we were to get a baggage bay, might put it like there. So the building, well, let's do it where the roads would go around. So yeah, kind of like there maybe. See how this goes. Would this be a good 7x7? Let's pause. Let's delete the walls. Let's see how that all fits in. Baggage bay. That is quite. Maybe we didn't need it to go quite so far over. Cut it back by 1 on this side, and maybe by 1 on this side as well. Except that doesn't want to delete. No, that's it. Yeah, whatever. So we'll get the baggage bay in, which needs to be in a secure zone. Is there a bit of wall there? This game's being a bit weird today. So that needs to be deleted before we can build it, unless we actually, I suppose, build it the other way around. Yeah, actually no, yeah, that's fine. So, we want it there. Got it in the secure zone. We're then going to get the roads to go out of it, like that, and then we'll connect them up somehow. I mean, this road is just an easy connection. Ah! What did that do there? That did not do what it should have done. So we connect down to this road, we connect down to that road. In this case, we're going to bring it out, we're going to bring it down, and then we're going to bring it in. Then we're just going to do a road connection across, just in case they want to go around and make one there. There we go. I know this is way more roads than we need, but why not? We've then got the baggage coming out here, which, I mean, it probably can't cross roads, I'm guessing. So we'll probably have to send it down the floor. Yeah. So you got it in the middle here, so we're going to have to send it down. We're going to do high speed because we got the money, because we deleted the old airport. We're going to go up here. We are, of course, going to have to wiggle around this somehow. We're going to work out what we're doing with our baggage. So, for now we've got our check-in desks here. Just loads of space in the middle. So we're essentially going to have to work out sending them down through the first floor, or kind of, yeah, some arrangement of working out how to send them down through this floor, which is probably possible. But there is another arrangement where we bring them all up to a floor up here, and then we go back down. But I think we might be able to get away with just bringing them all down somewhere. There we go, that goes down. So that's going to go down there. I think they're all going to go down on this side, aren't they? Just because the way they work with the just being on one side, right? So that goes to there. That goes to there. That goes to there. That goes to there. Let's hope this doesn't get in the way of too much on the ground floor. It shouldn't. But there we go. Oh, that's fine. I mean, quite frankly, we can just plonk them in and then people can walk over them, which is a bit weird, but... And that brings them down to the ground. Not the floor below, yeah. People can just step over them, which... I mean, do we want them to do that? Probably not. Can they do that? Yeah. Will it cause any problems to us? Not really. So if those all come down there, there's then a big debate about, do we want them to merge or not? Meanwhile, I'm not sure why we did it at 4 spacing, because now I'm supposed to fit around the lifts, but now we have to pick a point. We'll go on the left-hand side of all of them. Just go down. There we go. Like I said, on the ground floor, we'll just let people walk over them, I think, so it doesn't really matter where they are. And we'll get more services in, and we'll have to get baggage bays in on the ground. But no, not baggage bays, baggage claim in on this floor. Right, so this is then gonna start going up. This is gonna be, I don't know how we're gonna set this up, 'cause, I mean, we could just get everything to combine into one, but that feels a bit weird. Like, how many bags would we have? We also don't know how much of this we're going to use, what we're going to use to send in what direction, that sort of thing, so... Okay, how do we do this? So what if we, like... We got this to bend in here. We could get this to have an option of going straight on or to the left, in this case. That then combines with that. No, not like that. Not those directions, thank you. That then combines with that to then do another split back to go back that way, which would then combine with that, which could also be used to go that way. I'm not sure how I'm doing this, I'm just doing this weird, basically. Actually, I know, okay, now I know how things are going to work. I think we can do a tilt tray 3-way, so essentially that's a merge. So that can go that way, which would then go up to go that way, that can go that way, but then I guess that couldn't then continue going that way. It's just weird. Unless it just keeps going that way, I guess. So that can go that way, that can go that way. Those 3. This could also go this way, but then we'd probably want something to bring it back this way. But maybe only as... What am I doing, honestly? I'm just overcomplicating this so badly. If that's going up to there, then we could just merge it in, I guess. So that could go that way across to that one. That can't continue going though. Which, I mean, fine, maybe we'll just arrange them a different way. Unless we had a tilt tray to then send it down to go under that one. Yeah, we can do that, why not? Because we're already being stupidly complicated. There we go. Let's just connect these up. There we go, and then it goes down to there. That can continue up. So that can go across to there. So that's going sidewards, or it's going this way. So this one wants to go. You know what, I've just thought of a much better system actually. Let's just delete all of this to here. This is also going to have to merge into this way. I could do like conveyor belt roundabouts. So essentially, how we do it, let's go decent size. So we essentially have tilt tray coming up this way. Is that going to split off to go right, or is it just going to go straight on? Doesn't, you know what, let's have the option. It's going to split off. Right, there's nothing coming into it from that direction. And quite frankly, in this version that will just, it's not going to be a full roundabout. So this is going to go off this way. This is then going to join in this way, which should probably, actually no, it doesn't matter because we can, if we just take this way, we can also merge that in that way. And then, actually no, that would be, we won't necessarily use all these conveyor belts going in all different directions, but it's nice to have them. And that can just go out like that. There we go. And then we get a system where this thing goes to here and goes round like this. And then that goes up to there. That will do a tilt tray to see if it's going straight on or not. I have no idea whether the game's systems can even work with this sort of thing. And then this will have to be a tilt tray, won't it? So then we can then do a conveyor belt that way. That one goes down into there. That goes up like that, like that. And we do a tilt tray here to determine if it's going up or not. This is just weird. I guess we can just replicate this going down though. Is this enough space? Is that created them all going in the correct direction? Yeah, looks like it. Yeah. No, they're not evenly spaced, so some of them have conveyor between them, some of them don't. That is now no longer needed. We've got our beautiful roundabouts. And then this one will be a custom design, won't it? So we just have this going up. Let's see if the game systems can cope with a baggage conveyors being this complicated. I don't even know at this point. I suppose we probably won't use all of these because now that would provide 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 connections off. We're probably not going to use all of them, but we are going to use this one first of all, which will, you can go across there. So what we kind of have to work out how I'm going to do it. So we're probably going to bring it around here with the other one going back that way. So we then want to bring it down. We're going to want to bring it up. If we page down, we're going to want to bring it up there. So I'm going to do this. We're going to kind of send this one down to here. And then across, that works. Right, and then we'll need to work out the baggage arrival system as well, which maybe it's not best. Might. Actually, no, I think we do have to bring it up, don't we, for now? Because of the road, but it might go back down again after the road. But that connects, and then this is going to connect like that. Going to connect like that. It's going to connect like that. I suppose what we haven't done is the security stuff, the baggage security. How are we going to do that? I think I have in somewhere got a... No, I thought I did. Maybe it was for another airport I was building. Have a template we can create our own. If we just cut off actually. So you know what? Better idea. We're not gonna send stuff to the right. So this doesn't need to kind of do the weird shape like this, but it will anyway because we've built it now. There we go. So we're going to do baggage security up here, which we're going to make a lot. This is going to be a large bit of terminal. We're going to delete all walls, and then we're going to connect it. I think we haven't done it yet, but we will, like the other one, need to make it secure, and we'll connect it to the here. We're going to put a staff door, and by that I mean a door, and then make it staff zone. We might as well make this entire area staff zone. In fact, we need to do that with the baggage bay over there as well. That needs to be secure, and then we put in a door, not a window, a door. There we go. And then that's also going to be staff zone. There we go. And there isn't a road there. Let's put a road there. So, essentially, we're going to have this massive room, and we need to package security stuff. So, we are going to start going this way. Goes out. We're going to have to squeeze in all of these, which we probably can actually. So, tier 2, that one. Tier 2, that one. Oh yeah. E4. Well, it's just enough space to wrap it back round, but then it won't get sent underground. Do we want to take that 5th one and put it on the side, on its kind of this direction? So essentially, that's all connected. We then bring this one round here. There we go. These then... Whoops, wrong direction. Oh, that has actually worked. There we go. These then should be sent into a tier 3, which we will have here. If they fail this, they get destroyed. There we go. Might put an additional... What I like doing is putting additional tier 3 for them to go through. Yeah, there still isn't much space here, and there's more space across. Do we put this round the corner as well? So, tier 2, it's this one we got rid of, and it's the other one. And then this one as well. So if we just did that, there we go, that connects properly. That does that. And if we got rid of this, this can then wrap around the side a bit better. This is going to be expensive, this. So then, we want another tier 3, I think. I mean, how you're supposed to do it is just tier 3 if it fails 1 and then it fails 2, but there we go. So it still goes through that. If it fails that, it's going to go back round to this tier 3 for a second judgment. If it passes that, it can go to wherever it needs to go, which in this case would involve wrapping back around here to go that direction. Oh my god, this is interesting. So if we just put this where all of them enter, there we go. We're probably spending a lot of money on this. Each one is like more than 100,000. We have so many of them. And the tail sticking off is actually, in a lot of cases, not going to go round that way. Not sure why I duplicated it, but there is space for it to. In most cases, it's going to go down and across, or keep going, or whatever. Right, so this that can then go down to here. That's that baggage security area. There we go. Then we need baggage claim, which we could make as complicated as that setup, or we could not do that. We're going to probably have loads of baggage claim areas, so we're going to do our first one. It's 38 by 20 there. We're going to do another one that's going to be a 38 by 20 here. We're going to kind of keep building them up, but they might all be a bit different. So a big part of this is going to be where we can stick something up through here. So there is space here for something to get stuck up. Put it there, and then we're going to do quite a long, thin conveyor round here. I don't like it being that thin. Might bring it out by 1 on the top and the bottom. There we go. Let's make it basically a 7 gap on all sides. There we go. That's a bit better. We're going to make the middle of it. Let's just make them not walk on top of the conveyor. We're going to make the middle of it staff zone, and then what we want is loads of nice seats for them to sit on to wait for their bags. There we go. We can do some seats like that there. And if we just, no, I don't want to paint, we want to copy and paste to go on this side. We might also get some seats along here as well. Although that, so yeah, that works. So let's go in 3 space. 3 space. We'll get some nice. We'll get banana plants because I think I put ferns on the others. There we go. And that can get cloned over to this one, which is ready. Actually, we've got 8 large stands, haven't we? We can only put 6 on one baggage bay. We're going to need 2 baggage bays, aren't we? I didn't think of that. But yeah, we are. Does this actually, can this actually stick up at the same place? Yeah, it can. Right. There we go. So we've got one out there, one out there. We're just going to go, make sure they go down a level. So for now, we'll actually need both of those. Interesting. So, in fact, when we've got all the road mess here, we're going to delete a load of this because we're going to put another baggage bay here, right? And that will serve these 8 stands here and possibly up to 4 more. Did I not put put the wrong type of road there, didn't I? Right, and if we do that, let's get another road that goes like this. This isn't it up until the edge of the, isn't it? Yeah. This is mad. Right, there we go. We're going to bring the terminal building down to here. We're going to get rid of the walls. We're going to make it all secure zone. There's that little slither there, and staff zone. We are going to get baggage bay in. So we want the conveyor belts to point that way. Yep, there we go. We want loads of roads in and out, just basically, so we don't cause a traffic jam. So we can go out both sides. These are being built, I think, yeah. Some point. Oh yeah, because I gave them a load of baggage conveyors to build. This might all be a bit of a slow job. So, so we're going to go down here. We want to go up down there. So what's this little bit of oh, I know what that's for. Oh, and we don't need it anymore. So essentially, go up here. I don't think we're going to get that many stands, so I'm inclined to make this one run from different, this secure, bag security area maybe, and then why don't we give it the little tail off to the right, just make it point in the right direction as we can, and then we're going to send it down, and quite frankly we're just going to send it down. Where is it pointing that way? Let's just connect it up here. This baggage stuff is not coming cheap, but yeah, so this is going to be, our baggage system is going to perpetually be a bowl of spaghetti at this point, but we can manage. So that can go, I don't think we can go any lower, so what it's going to end up doing, it's kind of coming around this, and then in this case we're just going to get a tilt tray here. Just going to make it bend into this one. There we go. And then that should be what we need. Plain set up, but yeah, cleaning in progress. I mean, how delayed are most of our? Oh, yeah. Shouldn't have asked that question. It's the airport cabin cleaning. Where is our cleaning depot? Oh, we do actually have. Oh, but it's full. At this point, that can just get turned off. We don't need vehicle depots. We don't need the fuel depots. We do actually still need access to the. Or do we? No, actually no. There is actually access around there. Ramp up. Let's go. Let's keep this in operation until we work out what to do with the emergency services stuff. But other than that, we need them. So, I don't think it actually matters which way round these get connected. So that can go to that one. And that hasn't been built yet. Right. So, are we able to connect baggage bays while they're handling a flight? I don't think we are. Yeah. So we're going to wait till they're not handling a flight, which might be a bit of a long wait, given everything's delayed. It's going to be like one plane goes and immediately the next one comes. Just realised if we get rid of the cleaning service, yeah, let's just dismiss all the aircraft, which is not great for anything, but other than getting rid of everything. It'll make loads of passengers annoyed, it'll lose us money, it'll lose us ratings. Yeah, you can see all the passengers now having to leave the airport because their plane's we've just got rid of their plane. But we basically want to make sure they aren't coming in needing cleaning, because we can't really do that for them. Yeah, loads of planes landing, right. we have loads of delays, but I don't know. I was seeing 20s before, although some of them haven't been given the chance to land yet. So we want to make sure these can get in and out quite quickly, which I think they probably can. So hopefully we're on the way to being able to do that. Meanwhile, we can wait for everything else to build, or get built or whatever. But yeah, this is a work of beauty, this baggage conveyor system. So we're probably going to connect this lot up to the first baggage bay, this lot to the second. I think because this is how many baggage security areas we've got, is corresponding to how many rows of check-in desks we have, which is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah. So we can get, in this logic, 8 baggage bays, which means on that logic we can get up to 48 large stands, right? How are planes getting through? I mean, I think that was another plane last time I looked, so this is boarding pretty quickly. Yes, this is deboarding, and then it's already fueling. Meanwhile, boarding is now in progress as soon as they started getting it, and as soon as everyone was off. There are so many passengers in this terminal, but they're already getting people on the plane. Meanwhile, we've got fuel trucks galore, pushback trucks already here, got another fuel truck waiting to come and continue. It does take a while just with the sheer number of passengers, but they've decided boarding's complete. We've got another fuel truck waiting, so that's kind of the last thing this needs to do, because these planes need a lot of fuel. And in normal times we'd have plenty of time to, when everything's running to schedule, we'd have plenty of time to do all the fueling, but in this case, we need to get the planes out as quickly as possible, but there's one pushing back. So the most delayed one that's not landed yet is 5 hours late. Okay. Just keep wondering if I should do something about the traffic jams here. This one, oh, that's on time. Yeah, so that one, yes, it's 20 that needs to go, so that's boarding closed. That's actually on time, the one that's going at 20 right now. But this is where we really need everything to be refueling really quickly. And yeah, this is where actually having so many passengers is a bit of a hindrance. But in the end, the fuel requirement is gonna slow us down a bit anyway. Right, how is progress going with building stuff? Still not done yet. I did give them a lot to build, to be honest. And probably a fair amount that's not particularly close to. Oh, we got a nice little Santat on that plane. So everything's happening, everything's working. Yeah, so that one's now. But 2 of them boarding. That one's still en route. Oh, because this one's boarding on stand 15. I think we're slowly getting planes in and out. Stand 17. Is there nothing? There's nothing wanting stand 17 at the moment. Okay, wonderful. That one's cleared. And our schedule is, I did set it to 90-minute gap, but that was not that long ago, so there might be still be kind of some tighter gaps in there, because it was on 30 minutes. But yeah, this is boarding closed. Yeah, this one at stand 15 still not. And yeah, this one's boarding closed. So which one's 15? T 14. It's this one. This plane leaving right now. I think we're reducing delays overall. On time, yeah. I can see you're on time. Yeah, it's just landed. But yeah, that's the. There's one that's en route here to stand 20. That's it's about to be able to land because this one's on pushback. There we go. Delayed. It's about to land. Yeah, so it's a bit delayed. Yeah, see that one at stand 15 is the last one that's like majorly delayed, and there's another. But yeah, I think stand 15 is really far out. Just this one. The fueling's already going on though, they're already getting people on board. This isn't as big of a plane as some of the others, so maybe that's why. But yeah, loads of passengers, lots of stuff happening. Construction work still going on. So we are being a bit slow. This fuel depot has not got great supply. And by it's not got great supply, it's got no supply. They're trying to send in a fuel truck here. You ain't gonna get it in. It's just gonna have to go sit in the traffic and then turn around. Do you notice these are getting a bit quieter? Maybe because we've stopped trying to send all the circles in. Yeah, where's that going? Yeah, that's going out. You need to send them through here. Then that one's managed fine. That one's getting a massive supply though. I do hope we can reduce traffic jam 6 as possible. It's contributing to delays. Why is there a car doing that? It's not going to be helping anything. Yeah. Just getting fuel yet? No, that is full. So, oh no, it's almost full. That's fine. Ooh, they're finally getting around to building roads. How's the flight situation? One delayed flight, which is boarding right now, which is kind of annoying, this one, but it's fine. Closed. We can. This is now about to push back. Wonderful. So, this flight here is going to be able to land. There we go. They're getting back on track. So, that's not dealing with a flight. Can we connect it to a baggage bay? Is it been? Yes, it has actually been built. Wonderful. This one, you are handling a flight. This one can be connected. There we go. This one, these two are going to be connected to the one at the top for now, and then that one's more likely to be used by other stands, kind of split around. Our flight's also a bit pushing back now. There we go. Connect to this one, right. This, by the way, this can connect to there. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's loads of checking desks, and not actually that many baggage drops. We'll connect them to what we're going for. It's actually weird that we're doing these, which are the furthest away in terms of all the system. But that's fine actually, because that'll then show off all our wonderful conveyor belt system. All connected, they're all connected, wonderful. Right, and then this lot. Oh, I just realised they're not connected. Oh my gosh, that is silly. Like, they're going, they're not connected. I'm like, why aren't they connected? It's like, it's because you've just got a missing conveyor belt here. Oh yeah, because these aren't complaining. Right. Right, put this on the list of the things the contractors have to build. Should happen at some point. Oh, there we go. This stops complaining now. Even though we haven't actually built the connections yet. What happened there? That's a weird conveyor belt. That's actually not really disturbing anything. There's no bag will flow onto it, but let's just get rid of it. There we go. Right, better. And they're all on, like, yes, we are connected, so they are connected. Go to right and sign another contract there. 14 is connected. This one isn't connected, right? So that's connected to 2 stands, so of the 6 it needs. How's this doing? What's the schedule? So that's a bit late now, but it is boarding. So we are slowly getting rid of the delays. And no flight needs that stand, yeah. That's due to land, well, about now, but boarding's now closed for that. Just needs more fuel. Fuel! Come on, fuel. Is that it? There we go, come on. Waiting for you. There's this. Not handling anything right now. Right. It's just these two. One's due out in a bit, but it is on time. Good. That's probably immediately got the next flight landing. So, I'll be able to do that. That, on the other hand, is leaving like an hour and a half early, so we've definitely got plenty of and I've already got that connected. It's just this one. But that flight should be able to get out in 3 hours, I hope. Or even 4 hours. Because the next flight will be landing right away afterwards. So yeah, end of the delays. Already deboarded, we're already refueling, we're already boarding. Okay. They are being very efficient, and yeah. Are we making money? Yeah, we are very much making money. Good. At some point I might also stop charging everyone ridiculous fees. I've just realised we're not even doing medium or small aircraft anymore. Okay, we're not even doing general aviation, so there's no point having those high. Okay, we're making a lot of money on fuel, but let's put all the fees back down. We've got enough money to get everything back up, and if we do start running out of money, we could just jack them back up again. There we go. There we go. Right. That flight's out. Oh, it's already handling. No, it isn't handling the flight. It was just waiting for it to push back. Right. I think these two are both fully operational. So, I think let's just check our vehicle situation. So, vehicles over here. Baggage. We have got small belt loaders. We're going to sell them because we don't have small aircraft anymore. We do have some baggage trucks. We actually have quite a few. Right. So, we're going to purchase large belt loader trucks. We just need 8 because we have 8 big aircraft, and then we will turn on bags now. Baggage service, baggage handling. An open baggage claim area. Oh, they're still closed. Right, they're open now. There we go, baggage. And with still only 8 stands, we now have hopefully all the services they might require. So that's not doing baggage. That's a new flight that's landed. It is actually doing baggage. Unloading. Not loading. Interesting. We have got a big snake here. We've got a belt loader coming round. I'm just going to drive through baggage truck. And we've got baggage coming off. Wonderful. So there's probably not baggage going on because they haven't had passengers already checked in or something, but it's unloading. That's unloading, yeah. So we started unloading already. Honestly loading, because then we get to see bags navigate our mess of conveyors down here. But, you know what? No, they are dropping bags off here. Probably isn't... Our ratio of baggage drops to check-in desk probably isn't great. We maybe could switch over a couple more, particularly given... Yeah, you know what? Turn off. Turn off. In fact, yeah. They've literally only got 6 stands each, and they're quite infrequent flights. Let's just do this for now. Let's not delete the conveyor belts. Well, maybe those bits, because we might be changing those up. But yeah, we can get an extra... That would be an extra 4 baggage drops. Arguably, there's probably only a flight every 6 or 7 hours at our stands. We probably don't actually need this many check-in desks. There we go. Oh, that's about half. One. There we go. Let's just clear these. Oh no, that one's got active check-in procedure. We can't clear that. Given they're not using these ones down here, we can tell that they're not particularly busy. So that's open. Right, so baggage drops. Let's just pause. There we go. So we're probably going here, 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 here. There we go. We'll get some more plants in between them. These are bananas, aren't they? So let's get some ferns in. Add some variety, you know. And then we're doing everything high speed because we can. There we go. We'll wait for this one to close and then do the same to this. Right, there we go, closed. This is now going to get destroyed. And then once that's destroyed, we can replace it with this here. And then once we've got that, we'll then connect all the baggage drops to the baggage bays, and then we'll have more baggage drops to use. And hopefully then fewer queues. Which is lovely. There we go. Like that. We could even get more of these in, to be honest, but they're not full of queues, so we'll leave it for now. And they can also spread along these, to be honest. Right, so how's baggage doing? Have we got... We should have bags. Oh yeah, they're negotiating our roundabout. So that one is going up there. That one's going up there. Probably going to have more going up here, because this one's just for the baggage bay with 2 stands. Yeah, they're going up there. I'm waiting for something to go. Yep, there we go. Got a few back in this way now. So yeah, this is all working nicely. There we go. So back up here, all of these are now built. So this one is the busier baggage bay. It's that one. So yeah, you can see it's busier. It's got more vehicles. And then these 8 are for this one. And then yeah, hopefully 8 of these should be fine. But yeah, and then that goes. Not connected. That's oh, is it the conveyor belts being weird? It probably is the conveyor belts, not the actual baggage drops. Probably like when I copied them, they decided to start facing them. Now they are facing the right direction. But these are connected, these aren't, so I'm just gonna delete the conveyors, rebuild them, and hope that solves it. Should be connected. And that's connected. This can't find a path. This can. So, oh no, now they're working. Yeah. For whatever reason, the conveyor belts were a little bit corrupted. We will probably quite often be having queues here, but that's why it's nice to have space. I'm not. Okay, I am going to say these roads may only be used by baggage trucks. Allow none except baggage trucks. Allow none except baggage trucks. There we go. Oops. There we go, just so they don't try driving through here. We could give them another road down here if they want, why not? More road, well we got, no, let's just get rid of those roads actually. Let's give another road down here just if they want to connect between the two, because there are like vehicle depots there and whatever. So up here all the flights are going well. Down here all the baggage is going around. It's just going up. It's just going, yeah, all of them going around the roundabouts. The bagabouts. There we go. Baggage security here. Hopefully everything's going fine. Some bags getting destroyed there. It's surprising this game, but like what percentage of bags get destroyed? Like surely most of them would be fine. Anyway, ooh, quite busy. We might at some point, once we got our next round of stands in, which will be next episode, probably, we might then look at changing the passengers per flight ratio. Not there, here. Currently got it at 100. We'll probably lower it because we just have so many passengers. Anyway. Our profit is slowly dwindling just because we don't have that many planes in. I think I'm going to set this to 55 minutes. Which means we would be able to get... If they need a 5-hour slot, that means we would be able to get 4 flights in a full day. Particularly as a lot of the flights, I think they get scheduled in a way that like they're repeating. So they land at the same time every day. So that might be causing us to have... Yeah, it doesn't be so much that, like, on this... What are they doing? Allow all. Let's just allow all, even though they'll get lost. Why is that going up to there and then deciding, nah, don't want to... What? Let's get this back in, where it was. That's not up, we need it down. Just so vehicles can actually get into our airport properly. And then we want the checkpoint, which we all connect up properly. There we go. Just because we've got a lot of vehicles, we've got belt loaders here that just never got in. Fuel kind of delivery trucks. This is still... Oh. Hope things are able to get enough fuel. Because, there we go, that's getting a resupply, and here come the fuel trucks. Let's resupply it. That's a waiting and coming resupply, so it can't, yeah. But yeah, I'm hoping this setup will then allow vehicles to get in properly. But yeah, I think the contracts are also taking a while just because of all the traffic jams here. Okay, there we go. There we go. Turn off, if on these connecting roads here, we turn off everything except for the contractor stuff. So then they can get up to those roads. So no the other vehicles. To know what happens to like vehicles that are trying to enter for our airport, I don't know what they're classed as, but they'll probably be fine. That's then fine, yeah. So that should then, I hope, clear congestion. I mean, it pushes it up to here, but then by that point, a lot of them might have already turned off to stuff they need, so... Yeah. This connects, which means, yeah, they can drive in here now. Hopefully that sorts our problems. I mean, stuff is still congested, but... There's just a bit more breathing room. Oh yeah, there's still a lot of congestion coming up here. But that's... You know what? Just say no person cars up beyond this point. I'm going to make it get done in a way where essentially they can't. They have to be in the right one. I don't know actually. What do we... No, there's not really congestion up here. It's just like whatever. I think stuff is moving a bit better. Even though there's more kind of stuff getting stuck around, stuff trying to turn in, but I think we have improved stuff by cutting this off. Right. Well, he's getting fuel now. Resupply at 40%. That might then make it right resupply, I don't know. Yeah, Harrisburg is doing good. Right. That should be enough to end the episode for here. We've done a lot. And also not that much, but we've still got the same number of stands, but they now have baggage access. We've hopefully reduced congestion. We've still got belt loaders driving around aimlessly. I'm not sure what it's doing, but if we just sell it and then buy another one, hopefully, and that will just try to leave now. I think that's the only one now. Still driving around in circles. And I mean, what would be easiest is if people generally just went up the correct roads where they're going, rather than switching over or doing what this car's doing and just driving around madly. But yeah, I think hopefully this should work fine. But yeah, let's leave it there. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.